I'm Flint Waters. I'm the Chief Information Officer for the State of Wyoming. We're entrusted to watch over citizen information, right? So the government collects a lot of critical data for programs that citizens are involved in. It's really important that we're watching over that material, protecting it, and also watching the privacy of our citizens. That's why we decided to be the first state to move to Google Unlimited. We wanted that release the day it came out. We really wanted the cutting edge tools, the advanced auditing tools, the two-step authentication we could do by org, the increased vault security. There were a bunch of features that moving to Unlimited was a no-brainer for a government sector. Moving to Unlimited gave us that unlimited storage, gave us that ability to get out of our legacy file engagement. We no longer had data sitting on work group servers that were not necessarily protected by the security team at the state. And so that gave us an opportunity to move information to Google's cloud. That let us do what we do best, which is take care of citizens, and they do what they do best, which is protect data, to let us be in line to get the best tools as soon as they come out and to break that traditional culture where data was sitting in unsafe states.
So the loss prevention component of Apps Unlimited definitely provides Wyoming with its data at rest and data in transit. Second to that, Google's two-step verification has become also invaluable in that we're able to protect sensitive accounts and information from many types of phishing attempts.
Vault's been huge for us. That was probably one of the biggest changes as we moved through the progression into the new account, because it makes sure that we have secure copies of everything. We are an open records state, so citizens can request information, and even in the cases where an employee that has gone off the reservation and is trying to hide content, we can go back and recover those documents. It improves the transparency back to the citizens, and it lets us respond very, very quickly. I'm a huge fan of Chromebooks, because by rolling out the Chromebooks, we put out devices where malware cannot get a beachhead to get inside our network and do damage. We've moved 100% of our office work into Google Apps. If we had a disaster in our primary building and had to move, and we had a DR issue, I can engage directly against all the cloud content. It is secure wherever it sits. I can get to it from any device, anywhere, at any time. And by taking thousands of users off of that list of who penetrates your network, sometimes from home devices where you have no control of how they maintain them, you so dramatically reduce the approach, the attack vector, so that they can't get inside and start compromising our databases and our solutions.
So the MDM solutions that Google offers are just awesome. We have rolled that out to the enterprise over Android. We have just tested and rolled out the iOS component to some of our larger agencies with the goal of then rolling that out as well to the enterprise. And that'll cover the gist of many of our company's cell phone users. The best advice I would give surrounding security would definitely be to work to impact your culture, changing the way you operate from a cultural perspective, and I think the rest kind of falls into place.
The Google Cloud approach changed culturally how we think about doing business. Now they switch, they use mobile devices, they work on a single document, they get the real-time authoring on secure content. That whole cultural mindset to getting away from putting more copies of data out there than I can possibly protect, working on it where it sits secure at rest and I can get to it from anywhere. Engage your users to imagine their perfect workflow. If tech was no limit, what would their perfect approach be to solve a specific problem? Then turn to the technology and challenge it to rise to meet your perception of the perfect world. That's when cloud becomes a no-brainer. That's when engaging with Google makes perfect sense, because they're a very agile company, they're rolling solutions out quickly, and they're going to be closest to your perfect world scenario.